Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more worried about the
With here, and today I just want to do a Cinema 4D tutorial on outer layers. I just want to teach you guys this because I haven't seen many tutorials on this kind of stuff, and I thought it would be good if you guys saw something like this, and then you would learn how to do it. You know, it's just much better if you guys know how to do this stuff, so that you can be more involved in rigging if you want to learn how to rig. Or maybe just if you're an animator, but maybe you want to learn how to do something like this, just to get some basic knowledge of rigging. So what we're gonna do is, I guess not really rigging, but you know, it's considerably. Anyways, you want to click this cube right here, and then it's gonna create a 200 by 200 by 200 cube. This. What you want to do is edit the size so that it's not 200 by 200 and it's rather 50 by 50 by 50. Now outer layers do stick out one more centimeter, so it would be 50 by 50, 51 by 51 by 51. But I like to size it after I UV map it, so that it's just I just like it better like that. I haven't tried it, but doing it before UV mapping, I just like it like that. So yeah. So you want to do 50 by 50 by 50, and then you want to do segments as 8 by 8 by 8. Doing this will have segments, so you can type NB, and you could see the line or the polygons. Now this is basically the pixels for us. So what you want to do is click C, and then that will make it editable, which lets us access the polygons by clicking these three, or actually just by clicking this one right here, which is the polygon mode. Now we can actually select these and stuff. If we did not click C or make it editable by clicking this, we would not be able to access these. Now when you do this, you are not able to size it anymore specifically, yet you can still size it by changing it here, and it'll change your mold like that. Or actually no, you can do like that, yeah, 51 by 51 by 51. I just like to do after UV mapping, much better for me. So yeah, then you go to polygon mode. Okay, now we need a texture to put on the skin, so we're gonna go ahead and add one. We're gonna go ahead and turn off reflectance, and then we're gonna select a texture. I'm going to do the Digbo Vibe Hobo just because it has a big outer layer, and I'll be able to see what I'm doing much better rather than having just like hair on the top, you know. So yeah, now we want to add an alpha layer, so basically, or an alpha channel, and basically what this does is adds transparency to the image. So yet again, we're going to click this, and we're going to go to the same texture we clicked for color. Okay, now basically this is going to tell Cinema 4D, oh okay, here is the difference, and here is where it's transparent, here is where it isn't, so that Cinema 4D knows, you know. So what we're going to do now is drag that texture onto the material or texture onto the cube, and it's going to be really weird. Now basically what we want to do is we want to set it so that it's just like the front of the head, which would be right here, for example. And we want it like that so that it fits right, you know. So what we're gonna do is do Control A or Command A if you're using Mac, and it's going to select all of those. What you want to do now is go over to BPUV Edit by clicking this drop down where it says Layout, top right corner, and we're gonna do BPUV Edit. Now this is going to take us to an area where we can edit the texture and put it on the material correctly. So what we want to do now is go down here, it says Object and Materials, click this, and then click this X mark, and then it's going to go into the right texture area. Click this again, sorry. Okay. Now you want to click here. Yeah, there, okay. So it should be like this when you go in. I just had it weirdly set up. Anyways, so it should be like this, and basically what you're going to do is go to the scale and do 8 over 64, and then tab 8 over 32, and basically what that's going to do is it's going to have the texture set so it's perfectly fit to the pixels on the skin, and it works perfectly. So you want to go here and click this movement tool, go down to snapping, click move, check the box, and then do 3.125, and that's half of a pixel, so that we know we can have it perfectly set to where the skin is. So this would be the front of the head, but we want the outer layer, so we're gonna go over to where the outer layer is, which would be right here, and then we want to click this button and control, and then deselect this area, because this is the front of the head, and now we're telling Cinema 4D, hey, this is where the front of the head is, I want it set like this, so we want that. Okay, now the back, now everything is set to that. We don't want that, we just want the front, so that's why you would deselect them. Okay, now you click spacebar, or you can click here again, and now you can move this itself, the pixels on here, move this to the left, until it reaches the other side, and then it's going to move like that for everything. Now you want to deselect the pixels yet again and set it so that that's the side, you know, and you want to keep doing this until it's completely done. This is basically what UV editing is, if you don't know. And now you can do the other side as well. So do the same thing. Do the same thing on the top. Just keep going till you're done, and then that's it. It's very simple. It's just, it may be a little scary when you first try it out, but it's very easy to do. So yeah, don't worry about that. Okay, now wait, let me see how this goes. This is the back. Okay, this is a weird skin. Hold on. Okay. Oops, that's the back. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then there's no back or what? This is the beard down here. Okay, I probably did this wrong, but okay. I don't know. This skin is a little bit weird. Okay, anyways, I want to go back to startup. Okay, now this is UV edited accordingly to how it is. Now we want the texture to be right. Now it's gonna be black. I don't know why it is like that, but I delete it and then do it again. I don't know why that is, and I actually don't know at all. So click none, go here, reflectant, alpha, click alpha, and then go over to color, drag this to color alpha, and go here. Do none, turn off reflectance. And you just do the same thing again, plain backlight, drag that on there. Okay, now it has transparency and it's UV mapped perfectly. Now you want to add some espresso and some user data so that we can delete this here. This is extra texture. Okay, we want it so that we can click a button and then have it turn on and off, and then also click change the texture so that it changes the texture itself. Now it's not as simple as it would seem, but it's it's also not hard at all. So you know, it'll take like 2 minutes. So what we want to do now is click the head, user data down here. Now maybe you don't have space, so there might be an arrow down there, and you can go to user data, because sometimes it matters on your resolution of your monitor and all that. So you'll click this, go to add user data. Now this pop-up is going to show up having all this type of user data you can add to it. So for us, all we need is two things. We need the skin or outer layer. We need to type in outer layer, and then we want to change this to a Boolean, which is basically like a button, so you can click it on and off, you know. So that's that. Then we want to add another one and do skin file, skin texture, whatever you want. I preferably do skin file. Then you can go here and do file name, where here. So now you can click this, and then it'll bring up this, and you can check the textures. So yeah, now you click OK. Now when you have this, it's gonna be like that. But now notice it does not change the skin. It's not working, you know. What you need to do is set it up so that it does change the skin. Okay, so now what we want to do is go and right click the head, and it's gonna have this huge thing tab here. I guess it has a bunch of stuff. It's just go to Cinema 4D tags, and then go to the right all the way down, Espresso. Now it'll come up in a pop-up, but you can just drag it to these dots here, and it'll come up like this. I just like it like this because it's more neat, clean. So yeah, I also have my render settings here. It looks nice. Okay. So Espresso editor. Now here, what we want to do is have it so that when we click this button here, it'll turn on, and when we uncheck it, it's gonna turn off. It's not gonna show. Now this is very simple. All we want to do is drag the head into here, and it should come up like that. Now you want to click this red button, left click it, not right click it. Then you go down to user data, and it should say outer layer and skin file. Now click outer layer, and then also click skin file. Okay, now it's going to be really like hard to see. You don't need to size it. All you need to do is do control and double click it, left click it, and it'll just go like that. Now what you want to do is that we're going to work on the first one, which is basically turning it on and off. So right click the Cinema 4D anywhere, and in the Espresso area manager or X group, whatever, and then new node, Espresso, bool, and then click not. Now this is kind of like it works with the bool, so that when you click it, it turns on, click it, it turns off. All you need to know is just that. Just put that up there. Then you want to drag the head in. Okay. Now this is very simple. It's not hard at all. So what you want to do is drag outer layer to input, output, drag it to the blue of the head, and notice there's two heads. That's not wrong. That's how it's supposed to be. Drag output to the blue, user data. I'm sorry. basic properties, visible in editor, basic properties, visible in renderer. Now left click and control and left click it twice, and then now it shouldn't show unless you have it checked. So you can just check it on and off now. And then if you want to keyframe it so that you can turn it on and off, all you have to do is click this button here, go to next frame, and then do that, and turn it off, and then key it so that it works like that. Okay, yeah, anyways, so yeah, that's that. Now we still want to change the texture, so we still need to do that one. So that's also really simple. You just go back to Espresso, and then there should be this here. Same thing, go back to the right Espresso, which is right there. Now if it didn't show up, you can just double click this. So now we want it so that it changes the texture when we change this right here. All we need to do is very simple. You just click this material here, and you go click color, and you want to drag this in. You don't want to drag this in because it's gonna say material. You don't want that. You want to drag in this, not this either. You don't want that either. You just want this, which is you drag it in, it's gonna say bitmap. Now if it's like that, then that's correct. If it says material, then you're doing it wrong, and you need to drag this out. Now you need to do it again for alpha, okay, so that they both go up. So there, because we want both of them to change. We don't want just the color to change and not the transparency one, or else it's gonna be really messed up, and it's not gonna look good, and it's not gonna work out. So you don't want that. Now drag these two over here. So you should have two bitmaps, one for the color here and one for the alpha here. Okay. Now you want to drag this where it says skin file to the blue, and do shader properties file. Again, you want to drag it to the bitmap of this blue, do shader properties file. Now basically what we just did is when we click these three buttons, we change the material itself. So we change this and this into a different texture. We're not actually doing anything to the cube in the skin file. We're just changing the material. But for this one we are for the outer layer we are changing the actual cube. We're turning it on and off. So now when you click this and you click these three buttons, you should click any skin. Let's see, skin here, take back the night. That's how it will work. So yeah, that's good. You don't want to delete the polygons when you're done, because you don't want that, or else it's going to be really bad, and then the texture won't change itself like this. Look, if you delete these, for example, it may work for your skin, but what's going to happen now is when you change it, it's gonna mess up with the texture. It's not right, so you don't want to do that, okay? Especially because there's other skins that use this. When you change the skin, it's not gonna work anymore because there's no more polygons for it. So yeah, I hope you guys understood the tutorial. If you don't understand it, please comment and I will message you right away. I want you guys to understand this kind of stuff for rigging, because I don't see it on many videos anymore, and it's kind of sad because people really want to learn tutorials, and it's kind of hard when you can't find any. So yeah, if you guys want to learn how to make a rig, there's a lot of tutorials out there. I would recommend Penguin Cave 360 because he's really talented at rigging, and he's really good. So yeah, I'll link him in the description. You want to watch a rig tutorial and make a rig yourself. It's really nice. So yeah, I hope you guys understood the tutorial yet again, and I hope you guys liked it as well. So please like, comment, subscribe, whatever, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.